Morning, guys. It's November 3rd, election day, and I believe it's our 4th or 5th day of hunting. It's all kind of just jumbling together at this point, but got a good looking day today. We're actually going to go back to where I shot my buck yesterday morning. We saw a ton of activity in there, bumped a lot of does, some smaller bucks. But once we made it up, and Matt actually shot a buck with me up in there as well, but once we made it up in there, we just saw a ton of tracks, trails, really good sign, and it's a little bit more open than the first couple days where we were hunting, so we like that, some better shooting lanes. So we are getting out earlier this morning. It's still dark. I'm gonna try and get to the beach with enough time so when the sun comes up and we can start seeing deer, hopefully get on one quick before they hit the trees. Stay tuned, it's gonna be another awesome day in Kodiak.
Nailed it! Woo!
Think we hit a honey hole. All right, baby.
So we just got dropped off like not even 5-10 minutes ago, and we made it to where we could glass basically right where I shot my buck yesterday. And Brian turned up a buck and 2 does. The wind wasn't very good. It was kind of blowing right toward that buck, and he got a little squirrely. We were setting up and he hit the thick stuff, so it was a smaller buck. But deer are moving. It's a little windy this morning, and we're gonna probably keep working our way down to where we were yesterday. Hopefully try and find a few more, maybe a bigger buck.
Yeah, it is. Well, we're trying to find a little opening up here. So we dropped a pin on OnX, and then we used the map line tool. It says it's about 264 yards away, which is up and over this ridge. We're just trying to take bets on how long it's going to take us to go 264 yards. Kodiak yardage is a little different than normal yardage. Like our friend Kenton from First Lite would say, you kind of have to go full-fledged hedgehog a lot of times through this stuff. And if First Lite made a Cordura onesie, this would be a great place to test that. Just super thick, but we're on the opposite side of the river Logan and I were on yesterday. We've already seen a handful of deer, got on a small 2-point right out of the gate this morning on the beach, but the wind kind of hit our back and he got up in the brush. So we're gonna make our way up and over. The theory from those in the know is that the older class age bucks, which an older class buck on Kodiak is like 3 to 4 to 5 years old tops, will be coming down at the very end, like later than the younger bucks, and that they live kind of over this first bench. Right now, we're thinking an elevation range between like 500 to maybe 800 feet of elevation. So that's kind of where we're headed. I'm trying to find like a mature buck. Josh on the boat shot a really sweet one yesterday off the beach.
We're on Kodiak Islands, blacktail hunting, and I just punched my first deer. Alaska has a cool requirement with these tags. It's a locking metal tag that you're supposed to put on first thing before you do anything. So I'm gonna tag my buck here.
You just put it around one antler?
Yep, you put it around one antler, lock it in place, just like that, and that's it, you're tagged. So, pretty awesome. We were coming into this little bay here, actually looking for a fox that we spotted, and we snuck over the ridge. We're gonna put a move on the fox, and lo and behold, we look up, and on the other end of the bay, there's 4 sick blacktails coming out. 2 does, a little forkhorn, and this guy. He worked in, got within distance, and made a good shot and dropped him. And this is it, first deer of the trip.
That they figure is like a 3-year-old buck, and it's interesting just to see like the difference between a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old, and just even from like the skull, the body when we were cutting the meat up yesterday. So many things make it look much larger than a buck 2 years old. So we're gonna go up there, see what we see. Hopefully no bears. The kill site that Matt had for his buck quite a ways that way, so we should be safe from that one. And Dylan's buck, the kill, got washed away in the ocean when the high tide came, which was kind of nice. It's been an interesting morning. Kodiak has claimed some things. Claimed some of our pride, claimed some of our equipment. She's really keeping some stuff. I think almost everybody's lost something so far on Kodiak.
I've lost like 7 things.
Yeah. It ranges from, what'd you lose?
A sunshade to the camera.
Yep.
Almost a lens cap like 6 different times, but luckily I can hear that.
Yep.
I've lost a flashlight.
Nice.
I've lost my cell phone, but I found it this morning, so it was good. What else? I don't know, just stuff just gets ripped off you. Everything has like thorns, and it just... The other day I was walking, and I've got a little like seating pad that I haven't used once, but I carry around everywhere, and it just fell off, and Matt found it. Just, if it's not like strapped inside your bag, or zipped up inside your bag,
Kodiak's
it's probably gonna fall off.
I'm down a brand new pair of First Lite puffy gloves so far. Strip is young.
That's impressive.
What have we misplaced so far?
I don't really want to talk about it.
I just snorted.
First, Kodiak took my lens cap. Then it took my dead cat. And then it decided it wanted the whole enchilada. And this morning we were jumping out of the boat. Things were happening fast. I wanted to hop out and get a shot, cool shot. So I threw my camera on my little peak design and I jumped out, and it must have not been in there all the way because it tumbled, and as soon as it tumbled I just yard sailed everything and dove in to try to grab it. So I'm still pretty wet. When I pulled it out of the ocean, it was just dying. Just click, 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 click. Had that camera for 2.5 years. Now she's dead in my backpack. A7R3, gone. Luckily Dylan here has this A7R3. Thank you, Dylan.
Kodiak legitimately just like stripped that camera from you, one singular item at a
Piece
time.
at a time.
A
Yep.
lens cap, the
Whole
dead
dead
cat
cat.
to the mic, and then the entire camera itself into the salt.
It was such a sad noise too. Just trying to open the shutter, and then you could hear salt in there. Just click, 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 click.
Have you ever lost a camera before, Logan, in the water?
About 2.5 years ago when I got that other one. I'm gonna have a sweet little shadow box trophy room of all my dead cameras. So far I got a sweet 60D and now a 7R3. So we're lucky Dylan has his camera. Once again, thank you Dylan from OnX.
Thank you, OnX. That one's actually works camera, so don't drop that one in the ocean.
Dylan, is this camera insured?
50-50. It might be. We'll see.
OnX.
Was your camera insured?
Warranty goes up after 2 years.
That's rough.
Almost got to the top of our hill here, and just blasting back on this side. And so 2 does in the medium buck, so I'm gonna go sit over here, see if they come out. It's about 250 yards, but this is, I shot my deer just on the other side of this hill where they're at, and we came down through all this yesterday packing out, and there's deer tracks everywhere, so we're in a good spot. We've actually got some visibility, but we can see really good compared to some other spots. Let's go check it out.
Bro, I can't believe you guys didn't see that.
We're looking at the map.
Oh,
Dude, that's a great map, dude.
we were just looking at OnX because it's nice and open up here. Trying to find this opening. And Logan's literally like, dude, buck, coming in. This buck was like coming to us. I think I just shot him at like 25 yards. Holy crap.
They hear the noise and they think it's other deer. They're all rutting, so.
Dude,
I think I shared a grunt over there, dude.
Literally, I was changing the setting on the camera. I look over and I just see a rack coming through the grass at like 20 yards, and these guys are all looking at their maps. I'm like, stop. Dude, today has been
an absolutely ridiculous day. We dropped the camera. Morale was a little low. Not gonna lie to you. It was a total accident, but it's just like, man, sometimes when you're in these wild places, dude, things just happen, and Kodiak has captured a lot of our soul so far. We've been super lucky with weather, but we've lost some stuff. But I was like, man, I want to come up here. I just have a good feeling about it. I did not expect that, though. Holy crap.
Like a second before that, we get up here, and Brian goes, this looks like some really, like, good big buck country. Like 30 seconds later, just walking right at us.
Coming in on the string, on a little string, like, the only thing I could relate it to is if you were to rattle hit a buck, and he was just coming right into you.
20 yards?
I mean, if that, I had to shoot through a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, but I didn't want to move it also. I just, like,
yeah.
We were completely good, but I just, like, plugged real tight.
I saw Dylan was right next to me. I saw him plug his ears. And, dude, luckily I had my scope turned down to 5 power. Thank God. Because on 16 power, you wouldn't have been able to find it. Or 15 power.
That looks like a really nice buck.
It's a sweet buck.
Well, guys, I did not expect that to happen. That happened so fast. I'm pumped though, man. That buck is gorgeous. Look at the cape on him. He's starting to get ruddy looking.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we just got Brian's deer broken down, and like we've said before, it's not a race, but you want to be pretty dang hasty. Because we are in Kodiak country, and we're a little farther from the coast today. We're kind of back up in it, but me and Brian are going to strap the meat, the cape, to our packs. And we're going to make our way down the mountain to the boat, and Matt and Dylan are going to stay up here and keep hunting for this sweet spot, but I don't have a 7R3, so it's staying with Dylan in hopes that they get another buck. But we'll see you guys down at the boat.
Make quick work of that beast. Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, guys. Good luck, man. Good work. Yeah.
Not so hot.
Not good.
Doesn't like salt.
That's successful.
Yeah, that feels good.
From way up there,
Dude.
we went and took a buck off that bench right there.
That's awesome.
On a good one.
Now we're here.
Heck of a day. This is the best part of the day, though, is when the skiff comes to get you.
It's a little bit better when it's daylight and you got horns on your back.
Yeah, not terrible.
It's a good feeling.
Oh man, feels way good.